are live on all our other social media channels. So what is up, everybody? Appreciate you, like always, for joining along if you're watching. So if this is your first time checking out the show, do appreciate it. You can follow us on our, excuse me, you can follow us on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/MFSB live. Do us a favor, like it there. It'll let you know whenever we are live on the page and whenever you can set reminders to see whenever we do go live. And of course, if you're watching us, we're streaming on YouTube as well. You can check out our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com /the letter C / made from scratch broadcast. Do us a favor, if you're watching there, please consider subscribing and liking the channel. We are always trying to build our viewership there as well. We are streaming live separately, guys, on Instagram. So if you're watching on Instagram tonight, what is up, Instagram? And you can catch us there again at MFSB Live on just about all our other social media channels. So we are awesome. So we got people commenting already, which is already pretty cool. It's been a pretty exciting night as far as like live streaming. So me and Ray John actually connected today. I did get your message on LinkedIn. I'll respond to you. Howard Kaufman, of course, in the house. And then, of course, the host of the Winning Tactics podcast, Mr. Adam Sinkus. What is up, folks? So, yeah, it's been a pretty exciting night for live streaming, right? And again, I got to tell you, the landscape's changed quite a bit. When I first started streaming a couple months ago, it was different. It was, and he's saying, hey, glad you got the mic. Because he came on the last time, and it was pretty funny because we I was having mic problems, excuse me, when Adam came on. So, but again, and the whole reason why I love talking about this is because, the landscape that I've seen has changed a lot. When I remember streaming at this time, back when I first started, and there wasn't that many people tonight. I'm going to tell you, I saw 5 different live streams going whenever I hopped on. So it was, especially on LinkedIn. So, of course, Cher was on, which where Adam was earlier. So he says, did Cher hang out? Appreciate it, man. And, of course, any guys, here's a link here, right? You want to hop into the conversation on LinkedIn? There's the link, guys. Click it, it'll bring you to the studio. We can have a conversation. I love bringing people on. Anyway, what I was saying was, so I saw Cher going live. Really great content there. My friend Annie Lieb was going live, and her conversation with Jen Russman. Dana Betts was going live as well. And, who else was live? Gosh, there's got to be like maybe live. Oh, okay, cool. Look at that. Talking about Oral Beauty. So that's his product line. Hey, my man, Brian Schulman. So I actually went on Brian's Saturday show. That was fun. And yes, I agree totally. If you have to choose between my show and her show, go check out Cher. Then if you got a little time left over, come hop on. She's got really great content. I'm a big fan of Cher. It just sucks that I'll go live whenever she's live, but it's only once a week, so I can deal with that. But really good content she's always got on there. Me and her and Marcello Arcelé were all on his Chilling with Cello last week. That was fun. Great conversation. So usually when I see other people's lives, if I have the opportunity, I hop on. That's, to me, part of the fun part. So, and Adam, poor Adam. I tried to bring him on the other day. We just could not work out the mic issues. And I don't think it was I using StreamYard? I don't remember if I was using StreamYard. It might have been. It might have been the first day I went back. I've been toggling through both. So using Restream and then using StreamYard. Why? Because, again, it's the fun part about the whole option. So I wanted to see as much, learn about each one of these as much as possible, besides just saying, well, I recommend it or I don't know about it. So I've actually used it in the heat of battle. I use these ones. I'm fixing to start messing around with Streamlab, OBS Streamlabs, and messing with that one as well. So yes, we got it done. Adam actually hosted the show for a while I was trying to figure out the mic situation. So that was a little funky, but it was fun. That was a lot of fun. So, and again, this is what it's all about, guys. And the reason I titled the show Learning the Curve, because again, it's about if you're going to start getting into the whole thing, and I'm seeing more and more and more people get into the live streaming thing, which to me is pretty great. I mean, I had a conversation today, as a matter of fact, and we talked about a few things, which was pretty cool. And let me pull up. Oops, sorry guys. So I actually had a conversation today with Oleg Lohi. So I like describing these folks, but I also like sharing their profiles as well. So let me put this down over here real quick so you guys can see. There it goes. It's on LinkedIn now. We are live there still. Okay, so great conversation with him today, and I'm going to pull up his. Oh, come on, there you go. There you go. So, so I connected with Oleg today, and it was a really great conversation, man. And we were talking about the whole thing about podcasting, because he's got a couple of podcasts that he does himself, and about the whole thing about learning how to do it. Number one, and number two, what are some of the offshoots of doing your own show, right? The connection, the things that you actually he asked me about it, and I said one of the things that I did learn about doing the show myself and doing these sort of things was the fact that I learned not only about who I was interviewing, but I learned a lot about myself while doing it. And I think that was one of the really great lessons, was when I was doing shows every single night, which I haven't since the last couple of weeks, but I was having a guest on every single night, and I was learning a lot of new things, and I was learning again a lot about myself, which for me, I mean, I enjoyed it. I love the fact that I was able to. Let me see. So I'm going to pull up his thing here. Let's see. That save it? I hope so. Let's see. I'm going to go here into overlays. Let's see. Did it save it? Let's go find out. I'm doing some on the fly stuff, guys, so it's okay. Well, you know what I can do? Here we go. Screw it. Let's already have it up. There he is. Let's just do this here so everybody can see. I like this function. It's always one of my favorites. Chrome tab, there we go. And share, and here we go. Pulled it up. There it is. So me and Oleg had a conversation today, and again, really, really cool dude, man. He's actually down in Austin, which is cool. He's in Texas. I love that. We had a few things that were common that we talked about. It was again cool when you talk to other people and you learn about what some of the things that they do. So yes, sir. Right there you go. You learn how to put right a cohesive thought there very quickly on the fly when doing podcasting. So yes, sometimes you have to literally produce on the fly, and not that there's nothing wrong with it, but again, it keeps you on your toes, because again, if something comes up, and that's the whole thing about doing these shows, right? And live streaming more than podcasting, and not that I don't want to knock podcasting at all. Please don't get me wrong. Podcasting is an art form. It is. A lot of people put their time and efforts into doing podcasting, but like I was saying, in a live stream, right? Sometimes you don't have the luxury of edits. So when you're doing an interview, if you hear something that's, you have to learn to become an active listener. You hear something that's very interesting, or some sort of little nugget that you hear and say, you know what, I need to go into that and learn a little bit more about that. You take in that direction, and you sometimes go quote unquote off script, right? Because some people, you know, they 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 have a really good format whenever they set up to do a live stream, and they try to stick to a certain sort of structure, right? Nothing wrong with it. I love structure sometimes to operate in the structure. I just like the more laid back feel because that's just me. Now, again, I can put together structure. We can put together a whole sort of run sheet to see how we're going to run the show. Let's do the intro, and then we start doing introductions, and then we start doing questioning, and then we start reaching into whatever it is. You can build structure into a show, and again, there's nothing wrong with it. I just love hanging it about and letting loose and letting that free flow conversation go. And I think that's where you get a lot of the good stuff out of a lot of people sometimes, because they don't know what to expect. So yes, Adam's correct when you say that you really learn quickly how to put together a cohesive thought and go, wow, I got to think of something real quick, especially if somebody asks you a question back at you, right? If you're not expecting it. So yeah, it's a process to do it. So once you start learning it and you get the hang of it, it becomes almost becomes at some point second nature. Like what I'm doing now, right? Doing live one-on-one interviews with folks to me, it's a little bit easier because then I can really just focus on my guest. So I have plenty of information to talk about with my guest. I can go delve into their career, questions about personal things. There's so much you can do when you have a guest. Now, the hard part is doing what this here, solo live shows, and coming up with enough content to share with folks. That makes it a little bit harder. That's why I love what Adam was talking about, and even what Mr. Schulman says, right? Cher rocks. Cher does a really good presentation of her show, but you can tell I learned a lot about her last week. She's spent most of her time in TV media, communications, broadcasting, so she's got a really good background, and it shows for what she does and what she operates in. It shows what she does, so she really also sticks in pretty well with structure. So, oh my God. Now there is a man who is, if you're not, well, let me first of all say, Michael Goldberg is awesome. Okay. He's an HR talent acquisition specialist. He's got his own show that he does. It's really good content. He was doing a lot of stuff as well, especially during the pandemic. He was doing a lot of meetups. I used to love those things. Those were pretty awesome. And I've seen him do a lot. I've seen him a couple of weeks back, about a month or so back. He was doing his why is everyone ragging on Cher Jones? No, nobody's ragging on her. Well, yeah, we are ragging on her just because she's on when I'm on. That's all. Other than that, I already told everybody, go watch her show before you go watch mine and come back. She's really skilled at what she does, so I appreciate. But again, Michael was doing these meetups right on Zoom, and then on top of that, he was doing his live show, and then I saw him doing a couple like in studio show broadcasts as well, which I don't know. It kind of fits his persona. It's pretty cool to see him doing that. And of course, Michael's actually been on the show. He's in the first season. Oh man, don't shoot me. I believe it was episode 25. Oh man. Anyway, really, really great at what he does. And again, man, he's really connected on LinkedIn. Really, a lot of good content, a lot of good stuff that he puts out there, and even his live shows, who he has on. So, man, he really works hard at what he does, and I really appreciate him for that. So, got a couple other, of course, guys, KDJ. You know what? That's what I'm start calling him. That's gonna be my thing for him. Anybody can call. I'm gonna call him KDJ. So, Mr. Dunner, that's what I'm gonna got you, man. KDJ is on the show. So if you see KDJ, and you will, if you're on any live stream, just about, you see KDJ on there. It's awesome. So, yes. Hello, sir. Have we met? No, you have not. I don't believe, but you do need to. He's actually out of Sugar Land, Texas, man, and he is a big consumer of live streaming and live content. So it is pretty cool to see him on the show. Yeah, I saw that. I actually went. I didn't catch it live. I had to go watch the replay, but I did see you with Joel on. That's what I said. I was hoping that, because a couple weeks back, Joneed Iqbal and had his No Degree podcast on there. He had Joel on, and he had Adam Posner on there. And I kind of tagged you, and I said, hey, all I need now is Michael Goldberg on the show, and I have my HR dream team to watch. So that was cool to watch. Man, you guys need to get on there and do a whole HR thing. You guys, he's the human headhunter. If you guys don't know about Joel, Joni does a show about people not needing degrees, right? That's what's called the No Degree podcast. He's got really good stuff. And then, of course, oh, golly, Michael Goldberg. Michael, that's how he is, man. That is his, oh, let's see what we got here. That is his little thing to come on. So, oh. So, Howard's got an event. Here we go. I'm going to copy this. Right, here we go, guys. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm doing something on the fly. No. Well, that's what happens on the fly. Sometimes you mess up. Anyway, here we go. All right. Let's go back into the event. Let's pick it up here. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So Control C. I'll go back to my feed. Put that in there real quick, guys. And here we go. Kenneth Dunner. KDJ. I can always count on him to come up somewhere. Here we go. All right. Howard sent me a link to his. Yes, Joel is awesome, right? And he's been doing a lot more live streams, more than what I used to see. Unless unless the algorithm has changed and that they're feeding it to me. So yeah, Howard is actually doing his thing tomorrow. I think it's a event on LinkedIn. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Here we go. Going to be live. There it is, right? So he's going to be on live tomorrow, in a coast tomorrow, Central Time, chatting about oral beauty. So yes, that is his product line. He's pushing. He is an entrepreneur. Love it that he's an entrepreneur doing that. And there is the link there. You can go check it out. See the event. Anyway, I wanted to see that because, again, all you guys, whenever, it's funny that I've connected with people who are in HR. That is not my background at all. But what interests me is about the information that they share. And because again, they're the ones who are essentially, if they do their job right, they're putting themselves out of a job, and which is interesting to me to think about it. If they're really good at their job and they find the people and put them in the right places, and these people are really good fits for wherever they land, they probably won't be needing somebody like Michael's services for a very long time if they're lucky. Um, you know, and what they talk about, so they share all that information with folks, and it really makes a difference because a lot of people, again, and especially with, I know it was hard for a lot of them at the beginning of COVID, how to figure that out. But a lot of them managed. They weathered the storm. I think those guys are pretty awesome. So that's why I kind of give them a lot of esteem, especially the ones who are out there doing it on their own. So Michael owns Hiring Transformed. So if you go check him out, he's awesome. Again, Joel has his Human Headhunters. I think that's the name of it. And then I got to look and see. And of course, Adam Posner, he does his NHR Talent Group. So check those people out. It's pretty awesome.
Daddy, you need to give me a haircut today, okay?
Thank you, son. Can't do that today. Go.
Hi, guys. Hi.
So, pardon the interruption, folks. It's just the little ones. I always like to come in while I'm live, especially since I've moved from my studio, my little podcasting studio here to the garage, excuse me. So, yes, I just accepted your connection invite, sir. Yes, there you go. Yes, so Michael is awesome again. And again, Adam, everybody who usually comes along and is part of the show and shares what they do, I love to really spend the time to kind of highlight these folks. So yeah, it's really, to me, it's pretty fun to have these conversations and then get in contact with these people. And here's the great thing about it. Once you start connecting with enough of them and you start liking their content, it starts showing up more and more in your feed. So a lot of the people that I'm connected with, I see their stuff in their feed, even as your network grows, right? Keep connected. Let me see. Let me pull up Mr. Michael Goldberg. There you go. Okay. All right. Just real quick, guys. Just so you can see, here it is on the screen. Let's do a quick share screen. Oh yeah, anytime, Mike. You'll get a shout out anytime you come over here, especially if you've been a guest on the show. So there it is. Check him out. Hiring Transformed. Guy knows his stuff, man, and he's really active on LinkedIn. He works very hard at what he does. So, yes. And who would be calling me? Oh, scam likely, right? Scammers still call me. I got this thing on my phone to block scammers calling me. They still get through, man. They're freaking amazing. They're almost like the cockroaches of sales, man. Those scam likely phone calls asking me dumb questions like you got a computer or anyway. Yeah, check out Michael. That's all I can tell you. Got to jump, gentlemen. Buenos noches. Yes, sir. Got to get on it. You're about the only one as well. I'm probably going to jump as well. Just so you guys know, I will be back tomorrow evening, 7:30 Central Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I will be back with my guest for the evening, and let me pull it up real quick so you can see. I'm having on tomorrow evening. Oh, come on. Don't fight with me. Here we go. Da, 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 da. Okay. So tomorrow evening, 7:30 Central Standard Time, I will be doing my first real scheduled interview with Karen Cooper. Um, I was supposed to have Karen on last season. I didn't get it done. So I rescheduled and I made her the first guest of season 2, official guest, right? Now, I've had other people on, but nobody that I've actually scheduled. So she will be my first interview guest tomorrow evening. So just want to give her a shout out there. And of course, shout out to everybody who's been a part of this one. You guys, man, you the ones who make it worth doing this every night. So big shout out to Brian Schulman, of course, KDJ, as always, Mr. Adam Sinkus, Mr. Michael Goldberg, Howard Kaufman. Check out Howard's event tomorrow, 10 a.m. I put the link in the comments, so if you want to connect there as well. And of course, to Rajon Arellano, trying to say that, Filipino, but it's got a Spanish sort of sounding last name. So yes, we connected today. We'll be checking him out as well. And of course, just shout out to everybody who's been who I was connecting with earlier on a lot of these other live streams. I always love doing that and always connecting with folks. So Tuesday nights are jumping for live streams at 7 o'clock now. So check them out. Oh, yeah, that's who it was. Maya Gordon, right? Maya Gordon, who does her live stream. She does hers every day. I've seen her do Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday sometimes. I've done it 7 days a week. So she's really on her game. So if you're not watching, check her out. She comes on before I do, I think at 5 Pacific Standard Time, which is 7 Central, 8 Eastern. You know the drill. So thank you so much, everybody who's been a part of this one. I will be back tomorrow evening, 7:30 Central Standard Time. As always, what do we say around here, guys? Stay safe. Stay blessed. Appreciate every single one of you. All the gratitude in the world. And we will get through this together, folks. So good night, everybody. Bye-bye.